Away from that, let's now tell you that the Nigerian government has dismissed claims that the arrest and questioning of Nigerian Labour Congress President Joe Ajaero constitutes human rights abuses. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga stated that the accusations from the Trades Union Congress UK are unfounded and misinterpret the situation. He emphasized that President Bola Tinubu, a pro-democracy activist, remains committed to protecting civil liberties. Onanuga urged the public to allow security agencies to conduct their work without interference, noting that Ajaero's invitation by the Department of State Services is unrelated to his role at the NLC. The government also highlighted that while labor unions and the government may disagree, there is no adversarial relationship between them. To discuss this, we're joined by a legal practitioner and public affairs analyst, Tohwo Oseruvwoja. He joins us from the United Kingdom. Hello, Tohwo. Thank you for joining us at this time.
You're welcome, and good afternoon.
All right, now looking at the whole incident, was the arrest and questioning of Joe Ajaero carried out in accordance with the Nigerian law? Were there proper procedures being followed? Were his rights respected during the process?
Well, when you talk about if it is followed with proper procedure, we need to be fair to both parties, because there was no video clip that shows that he was manhandled. But let me first of all state the procedures that need to be followed when an arrest or an alleged crime has been committed. If you look at Section 3 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, which governs the gateway of the criminal justice system, it said when somebody is suspected to have committed an offense or alleged to have committed an offense, the first point of call is an arrest. So the arrest can take a form of one, basically inviting the person or going to the person and stating the reason why the person is arrested. Then the second point of call is investigation. The investigation, they can say, okay, go for the main time while we investigate, because you must hear from both parties. Then the other one, if there is a substantial proof of the alleged offense, they will now go to framing a charge or bringing a charge before the court. Then the fourth part of it is the trial, and if he's found guilty, or if he's found not guilty, he will be discharged and acquitted. But if he's found guilty, it goes to the fifth aspect of it, which is the sentencing. That will be the judgment and sentencing. So, but if you look at it from a broader perspective of this one in question, you discover that Ajaero has been a subject of, should I say, security agencies' seriousness, because the police invited him. He has been invited by the police on whatever they believe is an offense or whatever they believe he has committed. Then the DSS, which is the State Security Service, popularly known as the Department of State Service, picking him at the airport again is something of concern, which the watchers of the fundamental rights of every Nigerian should be really concerned.
So would you say that, his arrest, and the reasons for detention and the nature of investigation, was made transparent by the government?
Well, it's something it's not actually made transparent, because up to this point, the DSS have not told Nigerians the reason why he was arrested, and then neither Ajaero has informed Nigerians the reason why he was arrested. Neither is counsel. So it's like a two-edged sword, whereby both parties knows. In short, Nigerians are the ones on trial now. Nigerians are the ones on dark over what transpired, because I've carefully tried to wait to see Ajaero coming out to say, okay, why this is the reason why I was arrested. But arresting a citizen by State Security Service is not an issue, because it's part of the gateway of the administration of criminal justice system. But the mood and method of the arrest is something that is subject to if fundamental rights is existing. So it's left for Ajaero to tell us the reason why he's arrested, the purpose of the questioning, because constitutionally he was not kept beyond the 24 hours as a reasonable time as stipulated by the Constitution. Then DSS will also in any way, because I don't think if DSS want to classify this as a secret process or official secret, it cannot classify it as official secret with the advent of the Freedom of Information Act of 2011.
Okay.
So we need that clarification from both parties.
So, Tohwo, but how would you describe the relationship between the Nigerian government and the labor union movement? Would you say that there are some underlying tensions or disagreements that may have contributed to the recent incident?
Yes, I think I will agree with the fact that there are underlying issues between the Labour Congress and the leader with the president. And this is the time the president needs to come out straight to tell Nigerians, because for the police, we excuse the hand of the president. But if you look at the attitude of the state security services, which is popularly known as DSS, if you look at the law establishing them, they are, and I think if you look at section 2, you look at section 2, subsection 3, paragraph, subsection 4 gives the president the power, subsection 3, paragraph C of that particular law that established the state security service is within the ambit of the president to determine their characters and their attitude to dissenting voice in the society. So you could see that the Labour Congress expressed concern over the rumored hike of the petroleum product. So I believe, and any reasonable Nigerian will believe that that may be the cause of the action of the State Security Service, DSS.
All right, well, thank you so much, Tohwo, for taking time out to speak to us on this.
You are welcome.